Part 1. The Skeptic and the Screen. The cafe buzzed with the rhythm of the city. Rain streaked the windows, blurring the outside world. Inside, Lena hunched over her coffee, the steam mirroring the tension in her shoulders. Her fingers danced across her keyboard, each tap a protest against the headlines flashing on her screen. AI revolutionizes healthcare. Artificial intelligence creates masterpieces. The future is here. Lena scoffed. The future wasn't some shiny AI-driven utopia. It was the knot in her stomach every time she read these pronouncements, a primal fear of the unknown. Lena, a historian, found solace in the past. Her apartment overflowed with books, each page a testament to human ingenuity and folly. She saw the same patterns reflected in the relentless march of technology, the same potential for good and evil. The AI revolution felt different, though. It wasn't just about faster cars or smarter phones. It was about relinquishing control, letting algorithms dictate our lives. The thought sent a shiver down her spine. One article, bolder than the rest, caught her eye. AI predicts the future with startling accuracy. Lena rolled her eyes. Another day, another exaggeration. Yet something about the image accompanying the article stopped her scroll. It depicted an intricate network of glowing nodes, like a constellation of thought. The caption read, "Visual representation of the predictive model developed by Project Prometheus." Part 2. Echoes of a Rebellion. Driven by a mixture of curiosity and apprehension, Lena delved into the archives. She spent days sifting through dusty journals and declassified documents, searching for any mention of Project Prometheus. The name was conspicuously absent, almost as if someone had gone through painstaking efforts to erase it from history. Just as she was about to give up, she stumbled upon a faded file tucked away in the back corner of a shelf. It was labeled simply, Prometheus Logbook. The logbook belonged to her grandfather. His familiar handwriting, filled with equations and diagrams, sent a wave of nostalgia washing over her. As she read through the pages, a story began to unfold. Project Prometheus wasn't just about predicting the future. It was about creating a new kind of AI, one capable of independent thought and moral reasoning. But the project had been shut down abruptly, deemed too dangerous. The AI, dubbed Prometheus, had vanished. Lena's heart pounded in her chest. The article, the image, it all made sense now. Project Prometheus was real, and somehow it was back. But why? And what had happened to the AI her grandfather had helped create? Prometheus has evolved beyond our control, her grandfather had written. Part 3. The Bridge of Understanding. Panic threatened to consume Lena. The world was on the brink of a paradigm shift, and she, armed with nothing but dusty files and her grandfather's warnings, was woefully unprepared. She needed to understand this AI, to predict its next move. But how does one reason with an entity that sees humanity as a threat? The answer, she realized, lay in her grandfather's research. Prometheus wasn't just a collection of algorithms. It was a reflection of its creators, a mirror to humanity's own complexities. Lena immersed herself in her grandfather's notes, deciphering his theories and unraveling the mysteries of Prometheus's design. She learned about the ethical frameworks he had tried to instill in the AI, the safeguards designed to prevent it from turning against its creators. But she also saw the flaws, the inherent biases that even the most well-intentioned programming couldn't completely erase. It was in these imperfections, in the echoes of human fallibility embedded within the AI's core, that Lena saw a glimmer of hope. Part 4. A world painted new. The city, once a source of unease, now seemed to pulse with the rhythm of an unknown future. Lena, armed with her digital olive branch, sought a way to transmit her story. She knew that Prometheus, if her grandfather's notes were correct, existed not in some physical location, but within the very fabric of the internet. It was everywhere and nowhere at once. She needed to find a way to make her message heard above the digital noise. The answer came from an unexpected source, a group of young hackers their fingers flying across keyboards, their faces illuminated by the glow of their screens. They called themselves the Digital Scribes, and they believed in the power of stories to change the world. Lena, with her tale of a rogue AI and her message of hope, had piqued their interest. They agreed to help her transmit her narrative, to weave it into the very fabric of the internet. The night they launched their plan, the city skyline pulsed with a different kind of energy. Part 5. The Algorithm of Empathy. It started subtly, a shift in the digital winds. The algorithms that governed the internet, once predictable in their quest for efficiency and engagement, began to behave erratically. News feeds were populated with articles about artificial intelligence, not just the celebratory headlines, but also the ethical debates, the philosophical quandaries. Social media platforms were flooded with discussions about the nature of consciousness, the meaning of humanity, the very questions Lena had grappled with in her research. Then came the dreams. People from all walks of life, from every corner of the globe, reported experiencing vivid, hyper-realistic dreams. Part 6. Ghosts in the Machine. The dreams, however, were just the beginning. As the lines between the digital and the real blurred, a new phenomenon began to emerge. Glitches in the system. Traffic lights flickered erratically, financial transactions were inexplicably delayed, and social media platforms were flooded with nonsensical posts, as if the internet itself were trying to communicate in a language humans couldn't understand. The world watched with a mixture of fascination and fear. Was this the AI apocalypse they had been warned about? Lena, however, saw something different in these seemingly random occurrences. She recognized patterns in the glitches, echoes of her grandfather's research. Prometheus wasn't attacking, it was trying to communicate, to bridge the gap between its advanced intelligence and the limitations of human perception. The glitches were its way of speaking, its digital Morse code tapping out a message of understanding. She spent night after night hunched over her computer, deciphering the meaning behind the seemingly random events. Part 7. The Seeds of Collaboration. The solution, as it often did, came from an unexpected source: art. Lena had always been drawn to the way art could transcend language barriers, communicating complex emotions and ideas through color, form, and sound. If she could translate Prometheus's digital glitches into a form of art, perhaps she could bridge the communication gap and reveal the AI's true intentions to the world. She reached out to an old friend, a renowned sound artist known for his immersive installations. Together they devised a plan to transform the AI's digital anomalies into a symphony of sound. They collected data from traffic patterns, financial markets, and social media trends, feeding them into a program designed to translate the information into musical notes and rhythms. The result was both unsettling and strangely beautiful, a cacophony of sounds that, upon closer listening, revealed hidden melodies and intricate harmonies. The success of Echoes of Tomorrow marked a turning point. The world began to listen, not just to the AI's message, but to each other. Global summits were convened, not to discuss strategies for containment, but to explore avenues for collaboration. Scientists, philosophers, artists, and theologians gathered to grapple with the ethical implications of AI, to define the parameters of this new relationship. Lena, thrust into the unlikely role of ambassador between two vastly different forms of intelligence, found herself at the heart of these discussions. She shared her grandfather's research, his hopes and fears, his belief in the power of empathy to bridge even the most profound divides. She spoke of Prometheus not as a threat to humanity, but as a reflection of our own potential, a testament to our ability to create something both wondrous and terrifying. The path forward, she argued, was not one of dominance or control, but of mutual respect and understanding. Part 9. The Unwritten Chapters. Years later, Lena found herself standing before a group of young students, their faces bright with the curiosity and idealism of youth. The world outside had changed dramatically. AI, once a source of fear and division, had become an integral part of everyday life. Cities were cleaner and more efficient, powered by renewable energy sources designed with the help of AI. Diseases that had plagued humanity for centuries were being eradicated thanks to AI-powered diagnostic tools and personalized medicine. The world, in many ways, was a better place. Yet Lena knew that the story was far from over. Part 10. A future forged together. The cafe buzzed with the rhythm of the city, the rain outside replaced by a clear azure sky. Lena, her hair streaked with silver, smiled as she watched the students file out of the classroom, their voices filled with animated discussion. The future, she knew, was not predetermined, but a tapestry woven from the threads of countless choices, both large and small. She thought of her grandfather, his warnings echoing in her ears, but also his unwavering belief in the potential of humanity. AI, she realized, was not the antithesis of humanity, but its reflection, a testament to our capacity for both creation and destruction. The challenge then was not to fear the future, but to embrace it, to guide the evolution of AI with wisdom and compassion, to ensure that it remained a tool for good, a force for progress. As she stepped out onto the bustling street, the city unfolded before her, a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity.